So Stranger Things is over after 15 years on the making. For me, I didn't feel it that long because I got into Stranger Things when season 4 came out, so
Eddie, baby, I just saw Steve.
but still it was a long time because how long was it? Like 3 years for the finale? Come on, like I thought season 4 was gonna be the final season. So now that Stranger Things is over, like with any other big franchise, everybody starts talking about like what's next for the actors, you know, like when Harry Potter came to an end, when Hunger Games came to an end, when Twilight came to an end. This is a numbers game, so based on numbers, I don't make the rules, this is just based on numbers. I'm saying that not all of them are going to be equally successful, as in like there's gonna be like maybe 1-2 of the members of the cast that are gonna be more active than the others. That's just how it always happens. I mean, in Harry Potter, I think the most active one is Daniel Radcliffe. In the Hunger Games, obviously the most active one was Jennifer Lawrence. I feel like Josh Hutcherson, he already had a career, he was already like very well established. And for Twilight, I think it's Robert Pattinson, the one that has been the most active since the franchise ended. So it's always like 1, maybe 2 actors that keep building on that momentum. So keeping that in mind, I was thinking about like what would I like to see for the actors to do next, like what type of role I would want to see them do. Let's start with Millie Bobby Brown. I would love to see her take roles kind of like how Daniel Radcliffe did after he was done with Harry Potter. He was just doing roles like for the sake of art, very experimental roles, like that one movie where his hands are guns.
I just shoved a nuke up my pussy.
Because again, we've seen her in big things like Stranger Things. I know she's in the Enola Holmes thing. She's done a couple of like Netflix movies. She can do mainstream is what I'm trying to say. I would like to see her go like maybe more indie and maybe more experimental in her roles. Now let's go with the other girl, Sadie. I feel like similar to Millie, she has proven her acting chops on Stranger Things. Especially in season 4, we can really see that she can act. That being said, I know she's like involved in something Marvel. My personal opinion or my personal feeling about Marvel is that they should stop making those movies. But that's just me. Like I feel like it's so tired, it's so washed out, it's so overdone, it's so capitalism, it's so milking it, it's so nostalgia, it's so let's make it because we know it's gonna sell, right? That being said, if she took that role, I know like that check is good, so I don't even blame her.
Hi guys, so yes, I did that. And you would do it too for a check. I was an employee. And I was gonna get employee of the month, and that's on period.
But in the roles that I would like to see her do, I think I would love to see her play like a mean girl. Something like Regina George or something like Emma Roberts type of roles where she's like very mean. But I feel like she has that face and I feel like she has the acting chops to really pull like a mean, nasty girl. That type of role, I would love to see her do that, and I think like she will do that very well. Let's talk about Caleb because in season 1, he was my absolute favorite. Like I feel like his character was the only one making sense because what the fuck do you mean that we find this girl in the woods and we're gonna bring you to your house? You are insane, right? Like I feel like he was the only one making sense in season 1. I loved his character. He seemed very real. He was taking nobody's bullshit. Like I loved it. And then in season 2, 3, and 4 and even 5, because I'm filming this in today's December 22nd. Like I already watched the first 4 episodes of season 5, right? I feel like after season 1, Caleb's character, like he stopped being that voice of reason, and I really hate that for his character. I know it's not his fault, obviously. He doesn't write the show, but what I'm saying is that I would love to see Caleb take any main character role because I feel like he has the presence as an actor. He has the acting chops, and I feel like in Stranger Things, besides season 1, I feel like season 1 was very good for him, but the rest of the seasons of Stranger Things didn't really give him the chance to show what he can do with the character. I mean, in season 4 he got emotional and we got to see that, and yeah, sure, but I don't know, like with Caleb's character, with Lucas, I always feel like, oh, I want to see more, I want to see more. And Stranger Things, even though it's 5 seasons long, it wasn't enough, if that makes sense. So I would love to see him like just take any main character role. anything. And also a character that's an adult. I know they're in that, like, they're like 23, 24, around that age. So they're in that age that they can still play high school characters. But I've had it. Like, I've had it with Stranger Things. I feel like they look a little bit older now, so they can play older characters. And I would love to see Caleb take an older character that's a main character that really gives him an opportunity to showcase his range as an actor. Okay, so now let's talk about Noah. Obviously in season 1 we didn't see him, he's missing, but in season 2, like, he really came in, he delivered. I feel like obviously that was his best season. I was so impressed with his performance in season 2. He was so good. The thing about Noah Schnapp as an actor, his best asset, I think, is his eyes. He has such huge expressive eyes that he can really transmit any emotion effortlessly, right? With just like changing how he does a thing with his eyes that is just like, I think it's his best asset. That being said, I feel like in the later seasons, I don't know, like, his acting hasn't been all there, and I don't mean that as shade. I don't know if it's the script.
Fighting 2 battles, and you need to be fighting 1. Mike's right, Dustin. What if you get hurt?
I don't know if it's the journey of the character. That being said, in what type of role I would like to see him, I would like to see him play like a mentally ill character, like an insane type of character where he's like tweaking. Comes to mind something like Jesse Pinkman. You know how he was like, he was okay, like he wasn't like mentally insane, but he had moments where he lost his shit, right? Like, he went a little bit cuckoo, and with reason. Or maybe a character of something like James McAvoy in Split. Like, he was,
it's got paprika in it.
like, he was tweaking. So now let's talk about Finn. Finn, I feel like similarly to Noah, he had a lot of good things to work with as an actor in season 1 and season 2. Then season 3, season 4, I don't know what happened there. No, again, I don't know if it was the writing of the characters, if it was the story arc, but I feel like he wasn't able to showcase a lot of his range as an actor in season 3 and season 4. That being said, I feel like Finn Wolfhard has the face to play morally gray characters. And I mean this in the best way possible, but he has a very particular nose, which gives him character to his face. And it's giving morally gray, like it's giving a little bit of villain. And I mean this as a compliment. I don't mean this as a, like, oh, he has a huge nose, whatever the fuck. No, like, I mean this as a compliment. Also, he has like something about his aura is giving like dark academia. So I feel like I would love to see him playing like maybe an old money type of character. Again, I know he's like 24 or something, but a character that comes to mind is Kendall Roy. That is like, has money, is morally gray, but is emotional. You feel bad for him, but he's a bad person. You see something, a character of that spectrum. Another character that comes to mind when I think of him is Jason Bateman in Ozark. Again, I know that's a much older character than what Finn is, but the same thing, like Jason Bateman, his character in Ozark is like, he's a good guy, but he's really not, because he was like working for the cartel, but he really cares about his family, but he can actually kill you. You see, it's kind of like 6-7, right? Another character that comes to mind when I think of him, nerdy, dark academia type of character, like something like Jonathan Crane. Again, another villain. He looks very polished and he looks like he's a good person, but he's really not. Like, he's wearing that mask and sending people to the fucking psych ward, right? Like, does that make sense? I feel like he has the face to portray a character that's morally great. I really want to see him doing that. Gaten, for me, out of the bunch, he's the best actor. He's the one that whenever he's on screen, I feel like it doesn't matter how cringy the dialogue is, I feel like he delivers, like he does his job.
In Eddie's last campaign, I defeated Vecna's lead acolyte by casting prismatic spray.
I feel like he could really play a very campy, theatrical type of character, Lord of the Rings type shit, playing a wizard that you go and you ask for advice. Another character that comes to mind that I think he will be great at is if he played something like a music teacher that's full of himself, and it's a little bit gay, and it's a little bit flamboyant, and it's a little bit mean. I don't know, like something like that. I feel like he will kill a character like that. Or maybe fashion character, something like if Miranda Presley was a man. I feel like he will do great in a character like that because he has a certain sass to him. And again, I mean this as a compliment. I don't want to imply nothing about him. Again, I don't know these people. This is just me saying stuff. But he has a certain sass to him that I feel it will be hilarious if he could bring it to a character that allows him to bring that sass. I feel like he will be great.
What do you give yourself? I can't do that. Conflicting patterns, 4 to 10.
Like I said, I'm filming this in December 22nd. Can you see the date? I want to say this, my prediction for Stranger Things 5. Byler is not happening.
Oh my god, I'm going to lose.
I'm sorry, but like the girl is online saying that Byler is happening, girl. And they get so mad when you say something like, yeah girl, that's not happening. They're like, oh, you have no media literacy. Actually, you have no media literacy because it's a slow burn. Girl, a slow burn? Girl. Will is gay, Mike is obviously not. Like, come on now, like please. I feel like Jonathan or Steven are dying. One of the core 4 is dying. I don't know if it's gonna be Will or if it's gonna be Mike or maybe 11. I feel like at least 2 people are dying. Realistically speaking, all of them coming out alive, no. But my honest opinion is that Stranger Things should have ended in season 2.
I said what I said.
Not because the other seasons are bad, it's just that the story ended in season 2. The story ended in season 2. In season 3, it felt like they were adding stuff like Russia. Girl, what? Like the Russians have a secret base in the United States? Come on now, please. I feel like season 1, season 2 were the story. Season 3 is aesthetics. Season 4 was just Marvelification of Stranger Things. Season 5 feels dragged out. Like those first 4 episodes, the story that they were telling the first 4 episodes, I feel like they could have told it in 2, maybe 1. Y'all didn't need 4 episodes for that. That being said, it's a good show. Good luck and don't fuck it up.
My niggas spot for real.